as you take a look there at Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia, PA. The scene in South Philly a few moments ago. Boy, the city of brotherly love is fired up. They're saying fly, Eagles, fly, as they get ready to match up with the New Orleans Saints. Three-quarters of the NFL season are complete. What works in our final month? We're underway in Week 14. And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds, so really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line. Winston to give. It's Kamara. And very little daylight there. He'll get a couple up to the 44.
Kamara, the ball carrier.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
Harris has it over the middle.
Winston's
19 yards the pick up there. Move the chains.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
And he's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
2nd and 6.
Jameis to throw it. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the former first-round pick, Demarius Randall. Well, that is a quick lesson on how difficult this defense is to throw against. An interception on their initial drive of the ballgame.
Now we know why their offensive staff spent the entire week awake trying to prepare for this one, because you can't totally shy away from throwing the football, but at the same time you're looking at them and going, where are the weaknesses? How are we going to move it?
One of the top defenses in the NFL for a reason. We just saw one example right there.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
And he'll be taken down at the 18. Good work to pick up 7 yards there. That gets him into a 3rd and 1 situation.
Brings up 3rd and 1.
On the ground with a tight end. And he gets the first down here as he's taken down at the 24. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains.
And at the 24-yard line.
On 1st and 10, here's Wentz. And complete to Zach Ertz. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
It's
a good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch. Good for 8 yards. Now Wentz. And he finds his tight end. It's Ertz. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
That one whistled against a big right tackle.
You'd think being able to fire out and block would be a lot easier to not commit a holding penalty, but it's tough to keep those guys right in front, isn't it?
Working from the gun, Wentz. He's got the hook up here to Deshaun Jackson. If they didn't have that penalty a moment ago, it'd be a first down. Still a nice 13-yard pickup.
It's on the pickup. Brings up 2nd down.
2nd down at 4.
49-yard line.
Situation. Let's go. 58, right over there. Yeah. Mike, 58, right? 81.
Again, it's Wentz. And he finds his target. It's Marquise Goodwin. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 42. It's a first down on a gain of 10. So in Saints territory now. Here's first and 10 at the 42-yard line. Wentz on the draw, leaves it for Sanders. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. Wentz to throw again. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Well, you don't usually get a sack from a nose tackle spot, but we got one there.
No, we don't, and a lot of the times in passing situations, they end up off the field anyway. So how happy was he to work his way back to the quarterback and put him on the ground? He's going to end up with a nickname after something like that, some Big Jelly or something like that.
This pass complete. Wentz to Ertz. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. That was the 9th play of the drive, and they pick up 9 yards with it.
Well, I know from past experience, before you actually play a game, you visualize what's going to happen. And I don't know anyone who doesn't visualize themselves being in the center of what's going on. That's 3 catches for him here in the early going. He's got to like the way this is started.
Absolutely. 3 catches on any drive is good. Opening drive, that's a tone setter. And a good job on the tackle there as they get him down shy of the first on the 35-yard stripe. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th. So on comes the Eagle kicker, Jake Elliott, on 4th down. It'll be spotted on the right hash. A 52-yard attempt. And he missed it. It's no good. And this will remain a scoreless game.
Always disappointing when you miss a field goal, but when you're playing against a defense this good, you and I both know that's a crucial miss because you can't afford to leave any points out there. You've got to take them when you can.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Throw left side, got to be taken in by Harris. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards.
First down, New Orleans.
Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. So he got free of 1 tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else. He was brought down there by Will Parks. And the last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
2nd and 7.
From the gun, it's a run for Kamara. And he's going to take this close to the first down marker as he stopped at the Eagles' 38.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
So 3rd and 2. This quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. Here's Kamara trying to run for it. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down.
I'll bet they thought they had picked that one up because it was a 3rd and 2 call, and they got awfully close. Now we're at 4th and inches. I wonder if they think they're feeling lucky here and maybe want to go pick it up.
So the kick from here on a field goal would have been right at 53 yards, but instead, offense out there. They're going for it. They run. It's Kamara. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. They only got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert on 4th.
2 yards. And the Saints first down.
We're scoreless after 1.
Quarter with no score.
The Saints with a football here to begin quarter number 2 as they've got it with a 1st and 10. They'll try to throw now. Winston. And it's caught. The tight end Hill. And he'll go down at the 28.
Complete to Josh Hill.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made it a nice, easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. He wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. On second down, Kamara. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 3.
The tackle.
Watching that play unfold and watching him complete it brought back memories of doing all those pursuit drills to make sure you don't over-pursue and let a guy get a cutback lane on you. He did that very well.
You praised him on tape yesterday for the angles that he takes to the ball. Took a great angle right there. Able to find Harris, complete. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
And goal at the 3.
But give the defensive guys a little bit of credit. They didn't let the deep ball beat them on that play, did they?
No, the drag, that guy can be your safety valve. We saw it right there.
Yeah, and they picked up a 1st down for him, too.
1st and goal from the 3. They'll run it with Kamara, and he takes it across and into the end zone. Touchdown, Saints. Alvin Kamara, touchdown number 18 on the year, as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. And it's good as the Saints have a 7-0 lead.
7, Eagles nothing.
Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
Takes this to the 27, give him 4 yards.
Miles Sanders, the ball.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Now Wentz on third down. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. 5 yards on the screen, but that'll take us to 4th down.
They dialed up the screen pass on third down, and for a second, it looked like it was all going to come together, and they had a chance to pick up a 1st down, but the defense got there and finished it off.
He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. That'll be a 44-yard boot, just a yard on the return as he's covered up quickly. And the Saints will take over with a 1st down and 10. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. Things progressing to plan so far. Their defense has been solid, and they've got themselves a 7-0 lead after the touchdown the last time they had the ball.
And this is no time to even think about, hey, are we going to milk the clock? Hey, are we just going to do ball control? This is the NFL. 7-0 leads, they don't last very long unless you continue to push the envelope on offense.
From the 30 on second down, Winston. Jared Cook, his Pro Bowl tight end, was the target. And it's 3rd and short. By the way, I got to apologize because I just realized for about the last 4 or 5 plays, I'm eking over into your territory up here in the booth. My bad. I'm going to get back over to my spot.
Yeah, we're not talking about our on-air commentary. I mean, what is all this extra paper? I mean, this is unusual for you.
My bad.
Normally you run a really tight ship. What's going on here?
Just like that incomplete pass, I'm going to try to tighten things up here for this next play. 3rd and short yardage, Winston. And it's caught by Parker. And finally, he is out of bounds, but not before taking it down near the 15. A big play for the Saints on 3rd down. 54 yards. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. A 10th carry for Kamara. Able to fight for about 4 yards there to the 13.
Kamara on the carry.
He did have the touchdown run earlier, but not a heck of a lot more than that throughout this game.
No, not at all. In fact, I would say that this defense has done as good of a job on him as they have on any runner in recent memory. To throw on 2nd and 6. Winston. And he's got him. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans.
Touchdown.
Josh Hill. His first touchdown on the year. And the Saints now add 6 to their lead.
You got to figure down by the goal line. This is where a tight end earns his money, in the high traffic area. And he's able to work free in the middle of the end zone and grabs that one for a touchdown.
And it's good to make it 14-0.
Makes the score Saints 14, Eagles nothing.
Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. From the 27, Wentz. And this is going to be incomplete. The linebacker, Demario Davis, got a hand in to break that one up.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
From the gun on 3rd down, Wentz. Got a man. He finds Sanders. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
Eagles.
Philadelphia picking up the first on a gain of 15.
41-yard line.
On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And he takes it past the 45 and down at the 46.
Miles Sanders, the
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Shotgun now for Wentz. Forced out, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Alex Anzalone able to get him for a loss of about 3.
Well, someone's been up to the task so far in this game. They are already up a couple of scores, Brandon, and guess what? I think they're just going to pin their ears back now and get upfield and get after the quarterback.
Been such an impressive first half to get that lead. From the gun, it's Wentz. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp. That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. They begin on the ground with Kamara. So a nice job to break the 1 tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down.
Tackle made.
Jalen Mills in on the stop.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
Yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on third down?
Gain on the play. Brings up third down.
Now Winston. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Here's Thomas Morstead on now to punt it away on fourth down. He punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. So the punt rolls out of bounds, and they'll have pretty good field position here up near the 40-yard line.
At their own 38-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
2nd and 10, a very chilly day here, but no snow. And I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Now wins. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Marcus Williams. And they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line.
The 45-yard line.
Following the interception, Winston. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down.
That was nice work there defensively to force incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
Stepping up, he's going to keep it. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a 3rd down.
A gain of 6 yards. And it's 3rd down.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. From the shotgun, it's Winston. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. Now the Eagles will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. This one will sail out of bounds. It'll depend on the spot here.
Eagles take over.
And the side judge says that went out at the 7-yard line. The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game, but this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football, because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position.
A 6-yard pickup.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
14-yard line.
Wentz now to throw. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left. The intended receiver, Marquise Goodwin. And that'll make it 3rd down.
And 4.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. This time they stay on the ground, and they will bottle him up behind the line, and now will they use a timeout? And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with fourth down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. So we come upon halftime with our score 14-0 as we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach! It's the Eagles ready to see the football first, and they trail here as we resume action in this third quarter. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone. And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Wentz on the give to Sanders. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. They'll wind up losing 3, and now it's 3rd down. This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Wentz going to throw. And on the catch right side, this is Sanders. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. 10 yards there and an Eagle first down. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
47 the mark, 47. Check, 47.
Wentz. And incomplete, a drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up 2nd down. Well, coming into this one, we expected that this offense would have trouble with this defense, and that's exactly the way that this game has gone. Pressure in his face, coverage downfield has been tight. That led to another incompletion. This defense, they're exactly who we thought they were coming into this one. And once more, this play going in the wrong direction. The Saints get to him behind the line again. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. And for the Saints here on 3rd down, an extra defensive back on the field. To throw is Wentz. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. The Saints say they have it, and they do. Well, that's a down and distance coaches always talk about trying to avoid, isn't it? I mean, that's 3rd and long. And you just know they're pinning their ears back and coming after him, sometimes even with extra pressure. And he knew that. I mean, he knew they were coming. He just fumbled it. Yeah, he knew it. The offensive line knew it. Everyone did, yet the pressure. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Fletcher Cox in there to get him. And on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. So they come out of the locker room trailing, but plays like that, they won't be trailing much longer. Defense really starting out well this second half. Yeah, they knew they had to jumpstart things a little bit. They really struggled in the first half trying to slow them down, but now they had a plan, made that adjustment that we always talk about, and it worked very well on that play. The turnover put them in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up. No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad. Yeah. They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points. On 3rd down, here's Kamara. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. Well, they certainly didn't appear to be fired up about their options throwing the football. So, to me, this seems like a case of just kind of taking their medicine there, run the ball, see if they could pick up something. Instead, they were thrown for a loss. Now Lutz for the field goal try. This officially a 55-yard attempt. And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. So not sure how they feel about that. They had golden field position to start the drive after the fumble recovery, but they went backward and then got 3. Well, let's go from gold to silver. And he can't field it cleanly. It's loose. And we see James. He will not return it, and they'll bring it out to the 25.
25-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Zach Bourne in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. Zero accountability, and a sack resulted.
They give it off here to the tight end. He'll get 3, but it leaves him with a big hole here on 3rd and very long. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Throwing is Wentz. And the reception made by Alshon Jeffrey. And he's going to be stopped here a few yards short of the first as the tackle is made at the 33.
On the play.
They've really been able to contain Alshon Jeffrey. That catch a rare exception in this game.
And that's a feather in their cap because he's such a tone setter for his team on offense that they try and get him the ball early. And, of course, what comes after that is often. And for them to limit him and him not catch a ball until the second half, it's a big reason why his team is behind on the scoreboard.
1st and 10.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. A give. This is Kamara. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL. And he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And 3 and out on the last drive. No points on the scoreboard. A little soul-searching now?
I would say so, and they need to help out their defense a little bit. They've had to be on the field a lot more than normal, put them in some tough spots. But what's the old adage? When you get another chance, it gives you a better chance to do it right.
At the 41-yard line.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Here's Wentz to throw. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48.
Complete to Miles.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
On 2nd down, it's Sanders, and he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive they went 3 and out.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. They'll run with a former Badger. It's Corey Clement. And able to push forward for right around 3 yards down to the 42.
He's brought down at the 40.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Check, 47. Watch the run.
On second down now, it's Sanders. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. 11 yards there, first down. I don't know what this says about me, but I love successful runs up the middle when the blocking is so well executed like that.
And it doesn't matter whether it's zone blocking, whether it's a power scheme. When you have a blocker on a defender and the running back can read it, find the proper hole, and just go, sometimes a thing of beauty.
And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. 10 more there and another first down.
But look what we have here, a sustained drive, and that was certainly AWOL in the first half. They really struggled to try and move the football. But right now, they certainly seem to have the formula working. Let's see if they can keep it up.
From the red zone now, Wentz. And he whips that one incomplete there. He was looking for Miles Sanders out of the backfield, but it's going to be second down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 20-yard line.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. Play fake to Sanders. Now here's Wentz. Steps away, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him on what will be the final play of quarter number 3. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his third down play as we played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Eagles coming up here on a 3rd and long, so Wentz and company with some work to do after the sack. Working from the gun, Wentz. And Jeffrey's got it. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
I think a lot of people ask the same question all the time. Why do we see so many slants in the red zone? Well, the windows are tighter. Everything's more condensed. It has to be quicker. You've got to deliver the ball on time. Your biggest worry, the ball gets tipped in the air. Because if that happens, then it's fair game for the defense.
No gain on the play.
What a game this defense continues to play, huh?
Yeah, they've been aggressive from the first snap, and they've controlled this ball game. But right now, if you're on the other side of the ball, you've got to match that aggressiveness. No points so far in this game. Moving the football, got to be that way to go against them and try and get some points on the board.
And I'm curious on the defensive side if they stay aggressive, because you know they want to pitch this shutout.
Yeah, they have to be aggressive, but they also have to be smart about it as well, because one mistake can turn into 6 points.
Now Wentz. And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown. Marquise Goodwin with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Eagles make some inroads here on that deficit. Well, that's about as quick of a passing touchdown as you'll ever see right there.
Everyone has a section in their playbook called the quick game. That was a super quick game. Out of the hands of the thrower, bam, right to the receiver. Successfully for a touchdown.
How in-depth is that quick game part of the playbook?
It's pretty in-depth because people want the ball in the hands of the quarterback into the playmaker's hands downfield as fast as possible. There are a lot of plays, a lot of options involved with that.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. If they can score here, they have a chance to make this a 3-possession game and all but put things to bed. First down, Winston. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. Traquan Smith, the intended receiver. That'll bring up second down.
It's a tried and true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he sensed being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. This defense tightening up a bit. That last catch, just 1 yard, making it 3rd and 9. From the gun, Winston. The open man is Smith. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, New Orleans. Traquan Smith, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further. Lutz to try to add the PAT. And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17.
Saints 24, Eagles 7.
Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped it to 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. There's too much to handle on the other side in this one.
But despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. 2nd down.
To throw again on 2nd down. Wentz, left side here to Sanders. It's a gain of 9 yards, and they're going to face a 3rd down.
Oh, I came to my feet on that one. I thought he was getting close to breaking that one big, but in the end, give some credit to the defense, finding a way to get to him and forcing a 3rd down.
And he connects with Ertz. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. 50 catches for him now on the year, and he's got a 1st down.
36-yard line.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Push him back. Push him back. 50 Empty.
Sanders here as they run out of the gun. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
Sanders, the ball carrier.
Look, all any running back wants is a little bit of room, a little bit of space in order to maneuver. But he also understands how difficult it is for his offensive line up front. So if they give him any space, he realizes his job to make more out of it than what they give him. Picks up 3 on that carry.
Come on out here. Come get some. Come get some. Win. Hey, Lou. Check. Cross. Check 26. Check.
They'll go again with Sanders. He'll get about 3 as he's brought down right around the 42.
Sheldon Rankins making the stop, and he continues to get better and better after battling injuries earlier in his career. A former 1st-round pick for the Saints out of Louisville in 2016.
Now this is caught by Jackson. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. It's a gain of 13 and a 1st down for Philadelphia.
10 at the 44-yard line.
So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Shotgun snap and then the give to Sanders. He takes this for about 6 down inside the 40.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
From the 39, Wentz caught by the tight end Ertz. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
47. Check. 47.
On 1st and 10, here's Wentz. And his throw is incomplete. He was looking for Miles Sanders out of the backfield, and now it's 2nd down.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for him, and after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29. Now a play fake. Wentz. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. Oh, he almost had it for the pick. A great chance there for the interception in the end zone. Instead, third down.
Jones on the coverage.
Get the ball. 58. 58. Come on. Exit. And 58 is the mic.
Again, they'll throw with Wentz. Going for it all. And that will be incomplete. So 2 third-down conversions on this drive, but not able to get a third, and now they deal with fourth down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit, even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
A 46-yard attempt.
And this one is right down Broadway. And that will close the gap down to 14. But with that field goal, you could argue they needed to get back within 2 scores, and they did indeed do that, but still a pretty uphill battle.
Still going to take 2 fourth-quarter touchdowns to get back into it. And as you and I know, that's a tall order against any NFL defense. They're going to need their own defense to make some plays as well to give them an opportunity.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
At the 24-yard line.
Ball at the 24 and a 2nd and 11.
Cut. Check 31.
They run it again with Kamara. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
He's tackled it.
And this is an absolutely big third down that's been set up here, partner, and there's no other way to put it. The defense has to get a stop here if they have any hopes of winning this game.
Has to. You said big third down. I'd put the word big in capital letters here. And the play clock is going to run out here. They're in no hurry to get a play off. He didn't even try to signal for a timeout, so they must have not been aware of the numbers.
I think he lost track of the time left in the play clock and probably was trying to read the defense and trying to figure out which play to run and just lost track, and it cost him.
Following the penalty, it's Kamara. And he's going to be brought down short of the first at about the 31-yard line. It'll be a gain of 4, but it won't be enough. It leaves him with a 4th down now. Here's Thomas Morstead now as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And tough to win games if you're going field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. Another run here with Sanders. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 12 yards is the pickup there, and it'll move the chains.
That was good, tough running right up the middle. And if the defense can't penetrate and make him slow his pace or change direction, that's often the end result.
Charles, it's great to win at home in the NFL. When you win on the road, it's a little extra special, isn't it?
It is because, let's face it, in most cases, you're not expected to go on the road and win in the National Football League. It just doesn't usually compute. So to get out there, get that done, and then head back to your city with 1 in the victory column, oh, that's a fantastic feeling.
So for the Saints, it's a very important win as they move to 9-4 now on the year. And they'll return home next week to take on the Kansas City Chiefs. Meanwhile, for Philadelphia, it's unfortunately more of the same as they'll fall to 3-10 on the year. And they'll try to rebound next week as they head to Glendale to take on the Cardinals. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.